Hello everybody and welcome to another video in my Wii collection video series, which has been on hold for the best part of 6 to 8 weeks due to just wanting to give you something a bit different, that's all. There's been an awful lot of Wii stuff on this channel, as expected. So what we'll probably be doing during the course of these last few videos, whizzing through what we got left today, we're going to be doing letters U and V, which I'm pretty sure those of you out there would work out that just leaves us W, X, Y and Z to go. And that will be the next video. There'll also be another video at the very, very end with some stuff which I've added to my Wii collection while this video series has been ongoing. And also some of the weird and wacky peripherals I have for the Wii, and then we're done. Thank you for those of you who watch this all the way through. I know some of you are waiting for me to get to the end so you can do your own series, which will be highlighting all the games that I haven't got. Which, let's be honest with you, that's been about 500 games, but probably all the good games I haven't got anyway. Yes, so as we said, U and V today. Not going to be a huge stack here. And quite a lot of it will be focused probably on one sort of add-on for the Wii, which I'll show you in another video. And that is the U Draw unit, which, made by THQ, was quite an interesting concept that came out across not just the Wii, but also the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. And was, I thought, a really, really, really nice addition to the weird and wacky world of peripherals. But ultimately, THQ sunk a lot of money into it. It didn't take off, and they ultimately went out of business. Some you win, some you lose, don't you? But yeah, there's I think probably about 10 to 12 titles for the Wii. I think there was anyway that came out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Got about 8 of them, so I'm not anywhere near the full set. I don't do full sets. But there are some, nice games for it. I think people who've sort of used it will look at it and go, oh god, terrible sort of thing with the sort of the pen and the pad to draw things on. But actually, it works pretty well. And for a system like the Wii, which is based on sort of motion control, it's not bad at all. Not bad. I'm not sure it works on the other systems because I haven't got one for the other systems. So we can't really go. Let's go through these U Draw games first of all, because they are at the top of the U's. And so there aren't that many games for U and V, not an awful lot. So we'll start off with the very first one. Now, a game in this game based on this particular sort of series of characters, there is an expensive game for the Wii which I don't have, but I have this one because it's dirt cheap to pick up, and this is Disney Princess's Enchanting Storybooks. It's always an absolute must-buy to have in your collection. Got all your favourites on the front there. Yeah, all your favourites on the front. Cinderella, is that Belle? Cinderella, Belle, you've got Ariel. Is that Jasmine from Aladdin? I think you've got the Princess from the Princess and the Frog over there, which I've got the game of, but I've never seen. Frozen, maybe, possibly. I don't know. No, it wouldn't be Frozen. It's before Frozen. No idea. No manual either. How this game had no manual for it. Oh, Rapunzel. That's it. So it tells me on the back. So that's Tiana from Princess and the Frog, and that's Rapunzel from Tangled. Ironically enough, you'd have seen that in the previous episode. Go back to D. I've got the Tangled game, and there's the back of it. Snow White's on the back as well. You see, but all your favourite Disney princesses in there. And it's basically a series of sort of, colour and create and make a maze and Snow White colouring a book pages. It's not exactly going to sort of, if you've been playing Call of Duty Warzone, that is not going to be the sort of game you're going to need. Next up, this is a game which I think also, no, I don't know, I might be getting confused with someone else. No, we'll just go with that. Dude's Big Adventure, which does come with a rather hefty sized manual. I guess most of these U Draw games are quite cheap to pick up. There's a couple which are a little more expensive. But yeah, draw, tilt, turn and manoeuvre through 60 challenging levels. Customise your own dude, use the U Draw game tablet and create a world customised by you. Well, it would be because you've created it, therefore you've customised it. And there's a picture of a rather happy looking child playing the game there, for some reason all dressed in white, which as parents will probably know, children of that age, you just do not dress them in white, do you? Dark colours preferably, because it's much easier to get things washed out of clothing. Kung Fu Panda 2. Again, I have Kung Fu Panda games. They're on previous episodes for K. Although some people might argue it's DreamWorks Kung Fu Panda 2. Well, not in this case. Kung Fu is at risk of being gone forever. But not in time for a third film to be made in this series. Punch and kick with a flick of the stylus as you defend Gangman City. Create and customise. Create your own game with creations drawn by you. And play with Baby Poe in mini-exclusive games. Thrilling. Now, this game, oh my goodness, mate. I've ranted about this many, many times on this channel. Years and years ago, when I had an Amiga, a game came out for Christmas that year, which was called Pictionary. I don't know if you've ever played Pictionary, but basically all you need is a pad of paper and a pen and some imagination. And there was a massive outcry that year when a computer game version, not just for the Amiga, but other systems as well, came out. And basically, depending on whatever system you had, you were being charged anything between sort of £10.99 and £25 for the privilege of buying a computer game version of something you could spend less than £1 on by buying an A4 pad and a bit of paper. Well, lo and behold, they brought a version out for the Wii, for the U-Draw, but you can see why in this case they would have done so, because they're providing the pad and the pen itself. It is, of course, Pictionary, but it's still a waste of time. I don't care what you say, this is one of the most pointless pieces of software that you'll ever likely to see on any system anywhere else. A whole new way to play Pictionary, right? Well, how? Welcome to the game of Pictionary. Guess words from sketches made by other members of your team. Well, so far, so normal. The words can be objects, people, actions, places, animals or more. You don't have to be an artist to play. All you need is a little imagination and the U-Draw game tablet. And there's 3 game modes: Pictionary, Pictionary Mania and Free Draw. You know, how is that a whole new way to play Pictionary? How? It's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. And again, another set of family all dressed in white. Why? Why are they all dressed in white? I have no idea. Anyway, it seems like a pointless game. This one actually, I've got to say, is a bit of fun. I'm not trying to knock these games down here because I'm saying they're bad games. They are, you know. I mean, Pictionary is quite playable. You can do it another way. And this one is really quite good. And this is SpongeBob Squiggle Pants. I know a lot of people. SpongeBob is one of those characters that people either really, really like or they really, really hate. Again, it's like no sort of middle ground. I used to like watching SpongeBob when it first started, and very, very few people used to watch it. So I used to get in on loads of programs like that. But yeah, this is just based in the world of, you know, you use the U-Draw tablet to flick tilt. It's drawing and tapping on there as well, and you know, sort of drawing lines. It's a lot of fun because it's based around SpongeBob. Because you know, it's not just sort of generic thing. It's quite a character to it. There's 100+ nano games. You can explore never before seen SpongeBob artwork, and you can actually draw with an art studio where you can create colour and save your work for an SD card. So real package on that one. But yeah, I've played a few games on that one. It is quite a lot of fun, and you don't have to be a SpongeBob fan to enjoy it, but it probably helps. This is the sort of thing you'd expect to come with a tablet like this. There was 2 games like this one. This one is Instant Artist, and there is another one which came with the tablet itself, which will be in the peripherals video when it gets done. And again, this one's dirt cheap to pick up. If you fancy sort of like, you know, creating and drawing and things like that, you know, probably not a bad idea. This probably would have been a great thing to have during lockdown, you know. The first lockdown, possibly. Maybe the second one. Definitely the third one. And then finally, the last one I've got in here, and this is a Seal game. Ooh, Seal game. I know some people love Seal games. So obviously I haven't played it. And this is the Penguins of Madagascar in Dr. Blowhole Returns Again. And I think I found this in a charity shop for £1. I don't think it's worth any more than that. I can't say if there's a manual in there, but it feels like there's a manual in there. Doing the old weight thing. Yeah, there appears to be a manual in there. And then there's some. This is more based on the cartoon series rather than the Madagascar films. I don't really watch the cartoon series, to be honest with you. What's rather annoying is you've still got that character there, King Julian, who's really annoying. Your mission to draw and colour your favourite zoo friends. Maybe not. Maybe best keep that one sealed, perhaps. So those are the U-Draw games I've got. I know there's a Marvel Superheroes one, and I think there's another couple as well, which I don't have. But they're relatively easy to, cheap to pick up. Got them on, got them a little more expensive, but readily available. The U-Draw tablet itself, I think you can get it for about £3. Not a huge amount, and you will get some use out of it. You know, trust me, you will get a little bit of use out of it. You don't have to be an artist to use it. Just something different. If you want to play games differently, that's very much what the essence of the Wii was all about. Do things differently, moving in a completely different direction. So here we go. Let's carry on with the rest of the U's, which will mostly be games starting with the words Ultimate, I expect. We got this one though. This is UFC Personal Trainer. Now there is a version of this where you actually get some free kit to play with. There should be some leg straps or something. You can imagine, obviously I've been spending plenty of time training for my first UFC fight. Me and spandex and like, we really are not very good friends. Complete and have fun with a variety of activities such as hit the mitts and tyre flips. I had to read that. I think hit the MILF. No, I wouldn't recommend that at all, to be honest with you. I'm not just saying that for effect. It's really small, but I keep saying my eyes are terrible, but it says hit the MILF. No, hit the mitts. Activate a UFC body within... achieve a UFC body with intense NASM approved mixed martial arts exercises. Now I think there is a leg strap or something like that. There's a add-on for it, like you get with the EA Sports Active. But I haven't got that. But it's compatible with the old balance board there, so that is worth something. We are using natural light today. I'm just trying to do some recording before the sun moves around. This Easter weekend. But yeah, there's some methods there, and it says there's 30 minutes of workout videos. So I don't know. Well, I didn't pay much for it. I know that for sure. Right, what have we got here? Ultimate Band, which is not as much fun as Battle of the Bands. If you go back to the video B, that was a really good game. Really enjoyed playing that one. This one is the Disney game. It's not quite as good. In fact, it's probably one of the worst sort of rhythm. It says you don't need instruments to rock, so you're using your Wii remotes. And great bands don't just play their music, they perform it. All you need is your Wii remote and nunchuck to become the ultimate air band. What songs have we gone on here? Razor Light, Stumble and Fall, Fall Out Boy, Take Over, The Break Is Over. I'm just thinking bands I've heard of it. All American Rejects, Move Along, Avril Lavigne, Complicated, Kasabian, Clubfoot. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, to be honest with you. Again, I think I got this at 25p. You wouldn't want to pay much more than that for it, honestly. You won't have an awful lot of fun. This one exactly the same as well. Ultimate Board Games, which is just what it says on the tin. And again, probably quite pointless, unless it's done in a certain style. But as you'll see from the back of these are just done in sort of like 3D boards. So all your favourites: chess, checkers, backgammon, battleship, Sudoku, mahjong, Chinese checkers, and reversey, all included. Wow. Yeah. Again, didn't pay much for that one. Don't pay much for that one. This one also another pointless sort of game, although I did actually find it a little bit of fun. And again, one of the sort of the early Wii games I bought. This is Ultimate I Spy, which is exactly what it is. It says, you know, hidden object game. Can you sort of find these items on the screen? We've got the revolutionary I Spy experience. Search 3D environments to find objects while playing games like juggling and racing to solve riddles. Multiplayer games and 40 I Spy riddles to complete. I mean, it's harmless fun, but goodness me, you know, make a game out of it. I don't know. Now this one got sent to me by my very good friend Bin Boot Sale Picking, who we haven't seen enough of lately. But that's because there aren't many boots to go to, and charity shops are shut. I'm sure he's sitting there waiting for the 12th of April, like quite a few of us are, to get back out there. Because he does pick a lot of his stuff up through that, but I know he sort of does stuff on eBay as well. Great channel. If you haven't seen him, check him out, please do. He's a good lad, and he's been very good to me. He sent me some stuff, of which one of these games here, and I've never seen this game since then, and I never saw it before then. So I've no idea where he picked it up. It's from our old friends at Popcorn Arcade, who, as you'll know, will sort of manifest themselves as Data Design Interactive, makers of some of the worst games ever to come out on any systems anywhere in the world. So what we've got here is a game called Urban Extreme Street Rage, which I've never heard of, like I said. But it's a racing game. I always thought there's never been many racing games on the Wii. Not as many as I thought there would be. Nice bit of bubble wrap in there to show that he's a collector, a proper collector. You know, that video going around, are you a collector or a gamer? I'm neither. I don't know. I'm a hoarder. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. And then there's some graphical shots there. I don't know what it's like because I've never actually got around to playing it yet. But I suspect it's not going to be very good from who it is, where it's from. The setting is Fortune City. As an experienced street driver, you are forced by the underworld into a series of extreme and sometimes lethal urban races. Competing in these contests is a dirty business and could cost you your car and even your life. Yeah, it's sort of like any sort of game like that I've ever played before, by the looks of it. But I've never seen it before. I've never seen it since. It is a PAL release. It is a UK. This was a UK one. Although it was assembled in Germany. Made in Stourbridge, assembled in Germany. Right, some singing games, because we all like singing games on this channel. Well, I like singing games on this channel. You may not, I don't know. We've got You Sing, You've Got Talent. Yeah, from our good friends at Mindscape. I know you want me to sit here and there's people out there who'd love to watch me sit here and read all the song titles out. I'm really not going to read them all out for you, no matter how short this video may be. What have I got here? Coldplay, Viva La Vida, Culture Club, Do You Really Want to Hurt Me, Duffy, Mercy, Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive, Jackson 5, ABC. All the stuff you usually get. I'm just trying to find some decent there. Kool and the Gang, Celebration. Lionel Richie's All Night Long. Stereophonics, Have a Nice Day. Texas, I Don't Want to Love Her. Mamas and the Papas, California Dreaming. And The Temptations, My Girl. Honestly, that's a really random setup on that one. I really have no idea. Of course, you've got this game with the microphone as well. That's quite a well, that's quite difficult. It's quite a hard set to pick up the using with the microphones. Very, very difficult. And then don't see them in the shops, but they're very expensive. Load of famous-looking people on the front here, of which I recognise two. And this is using 40 hits and the U Store. Yeah. If only I could sing, these would be great games to pick up, but I can't. So there's a shot of the back. And these are sort of like sing-star, basically, aren't they? Anybody any song? Blur, Country House. You see, there's a good reason for buying it. I think I remember when I bought this at the time, I thought, yes, I will buy it just for having that song in there, because I do like it. David Guetta featuring Kelly Rowland, When Love Takes Over. Depeche Mode, Enjoy the Silence. Franz Ferdinand, Do You Want To? Kate Nash, Do a Do. Lady Gaga, Bad Romance. Mika, We Are Golden. Band called Owl City, I've never even heard of them. Owl City. There's a Pixie Lott song on here, Boys and Girls. Rihanna, Disturbia. The Spice Girls, Wannabe. The Stranglers, Golden Brown. Yeah, again, a really sort of random selection of songs on that one. And if that ain't bad enough, you sing Girls Night. Yeah, sing the #1 female hits. They use the word female. Again, on your front cover here, we've got Winehouse, Duffy, Gaga, and a load of other people I don't recognise. It's been 10 years now. I think it's on the news of 10 years since Amy Winehouse died. I mean, that's gone by quick, hasn't it? That has flown by. So you got Amy Winehouse, Back to Black, Rehab, Atomic Kitten, The Tidy. Who's Atomic Kitten? Why are they on this? Good grief. Blondie, Heart of Glass. Girls Aloud, The Promise. Actually, that's quite a good song. I was not scared to admit that one. I like that one. Katy Perry, I Kissed the Girl. Kissed the World, Kissed the Girl. Katie Tunstall. Oh, God. It's dreadful. Nana Cherry's Woman. No Doubt Don't Speak. Is that really a girl's song? It's band, weren't they? Pixie Lott, Mamadou, Sugar Babes, About You Now. Some Russian lesbian action with Tattoo. All the things she said. Pussycat Dolls, Don't You, which seems to be on every one of these sort of games, although it's not on those two for some reason. And Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It? I have no idea. But there we go. That's all the singing games there. And that's all the U games. So we've done U, and we should move on to V, because there's even less of these. You'll be pleased to know. God, these games are random quality. Vacation Isle Beach Party, which, as you can see from the front cover, is what's the word I'm looking for? Rubbish. All the fun of the beach party in paradise. 2 great games in one, with both thrilling water sports, and exotic island dancing. Hey. Perhaps not quite as bad as we thought it was. Will you be the ski jump champion, move to the rhythm and show off your best trick? You can use the balance board. So with the promise of water sports and exotic dancing, this might be your thing. Now this game was sent to me ages ago by the £1 gamer, who picked it up, and he said he'd much rather he said he'd rather send it to me and have it might go to somebody who had a collection of these sort of games. So this is a program based on something called Victorious, Nickelodeon Victorious Taking the Lead. I have no idea at all what this is. There should have been a Tory poster as well, but I don't think, no Tory poster in there, just the disc. I'm guessing this is players Tory in an original Victorious adventure. Compete in exciting rhythm and dance mini games. Oh, that's all right. I don't mind those sort of games. I have no idea what this is. Anybody knows what this is, please do let me know. I think it's something like some sort of, going back to my day, what probably said, Keenan and Kel and Sister Sister and all those dreadful American kids comedy programs that were on. I don't care what anybody says, all those programs were dreadful. They still are. Sabrina the Teen Witch, the original. Oh dear. Clarissa Explains It All. That's the other, not Sabrina. Clarissa Explains It All. Same person who was in it. Yeah, Clarissa. Okay. My sister used to watch that all the time. Nah. Indeed. Victorious Boxers Challenge. Now I've got my boxing gloves, which I had for Christmas. What do you mean you don't know about those? Go back and watch my Christmas video about what I've had over Christmas. But this is actually based on a card. It actually looks quite interesting. It's more like a Punch-Out style game than sort of a sort of boxing simulator. Now I'm not sure whether it's actually based on a cartoon series or a anime thing. I don't know. I could be wrong, but yeah, feel the power of simulating realistic punching with the Wii remote and nunchuck. Train hard and battle your way up to 25 boxers. So I'm not sure whether it is. Something in the back of my mind is going that way. There's an awful lot of things at the back of my mind, and sometimes it's best to leave them there. And then finally, last 2 games in the V's, and therefore the last 2 games in this video, hurrah. Virtual Tennis 2009, the greatest tennis series game ever. Don't mind playing these at all, really do like this series. Played the first one in the arcade, played it on the Dreamcast, and now they're on the Wii, they're equally as good. Played the PlayStation 3, I had the Virtual Tennis in the PlayStation 3, that was a lot of fun. And we've got Virtual Tennis 4. Sega game, look, Sega. There we go. And again, these last 2 games, dirt cheap to pick up. If you haven't got a Virtual Tennis game in your collection of any particular sort, you need one. Tennis has never been better. Even if you hate tennis like I do, that is good. And that is U and V. There we go. Told you to be quick. That must be a record for a Wii video, that one. Yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. That's great. I'm looking at it, there are more to come. We've got W, X, Y and Z. There's a lot of W's and not a lot of much else. And then we've got one more to go after that. Hopefully, that'll bring the series to an end. And then we can all put this one to bed. And having killed the collection video art of doing, we should go and do something else. But I hope you enjoyed that. Those of you who have followed this series, thank you very much indeed. If you have enjoyed that, there'll be something there, ish, which will go tick, tick, tick. And if you could do that, like, subscribe, comment, that'd be great. Even just comment, great. You have to, like would be nice. Subscribe, brilliant. But of course, it's entirely your decision. But it'd be great if you did do. In the meantime, I will now go and do something else and get everything ready for the next video. In the meantime, take care. This is the Retro Bear saying toodaloo and bye for now.